There you go.
Getting into the theme.
Yay.
All right, David, who do you think is going to cause the most fireworks in the NFL next season?
Lamar Jackson, Baltimore Ravens. This is it. This is it, guys. This is the year.
Don't you say this every year?
This is the year of the year. This is the year. I do think Lamar Jackson is making the playoff leap, and the team are making the playoff leap. I think this is the year that they finally get over the hump. They are the best team in the league. They are, have been dominant in the regular seasons. I think the momentum from a great, second half of that game against Buffalo, Lamar Jackson a little bit more poised, a little bit more taking on the leadership role as he has discussed. I think this is his time to take on yet not just another MVP, but get them to the Super Bowl.
So first of all, I also think the Ravens are going to the Super Bowl. But this is about fireworks, and that to me is Jayden Daniels, who had the best rookie season we've ever seen last year. And the difference, I think, between C.J. Stroud 2 years ago, who had one of the best rookie seasons ever, and then had a bit of a regression. Now, listen, they won a playoff game. He looked fine. He just didn't take the leap into MVP conversation like we thought. I think Jayden Daniels does. And part of that is because of his supporting cast, because they shored up the offensive line. They drafted Josh Connerly out of Oregon. They went out and they got Deebo Samuel, who will at least give you something. Terry McLaurin comes back for another year. The defense is going to be a little better. So I think it's the supporting cast that's going to make him better and get him into the MVP conversation.
Guys, this one's easy for me. It's George Pickens. I have traded for players in the last year of their deal. I've traded for wide receivers in the last year of their deal. They are motivated, and George Pickens is a point scorer. And we've talked a lot about Brian Schottenheimer and the impact we believe he'll have with Dak Prescott. You put that with a highly motivated, talented outside receiver in George Pickens. He will score a lot of points this year.
Okay, so you two have players that could very well be MVPs this year. I don't know if that's like the criteria you're going after. You're going with the player who needs to prove something this year to get the second contract. I'm going to go with the player who was drafted number 2 overall, the most exciting player that was in the 2025 NFL draft, and that's Travis Hunter. The guy's a unicorn. We think of fireworks. I think of explosives. I think of somebody who is going to take this team and do what's not been done in a very long time. And, playing on offense. That's where we expect him to get the majority of his snaps early on. We know that there is the thought that maybe they'll use him on defense, play him at corner. I want to see how this works out for this Jacksonville offense. For Trevor Lawrence, who we seem to give a do-over every single year, this is the best possible thing that could have happened for him. He's got the most explosive receiver in the draft, the best receiver in the draft. Very well could be on our top 10 list, top 5 list of receivers by the time this year's over.
Yeah, these guys will all cause fireworks, but I'm reading very closely and I see the word most, and I'm thinking about the person who will be standing on the stage when actual literal fireworks are going off behind him as a Super Bowl champion, and that's Lamar Jackson. That is what it would cause the most fireworks, when actual fireworks are going off.
It's not the Jaguars. When was the last time that the Jaguars
we talked about an
generated
individual
fireworks?
player.
No, I understand.
Firework, as a spark plug.
Like one way or the other, George Pickens is going to create
I was going to say.
My upside and downside.
They just don't cause a fire. I don't know what they're doing.
To me, the floor for Hunter is actually pretty low year one, because a lot of this depends on, first of all, the plan the Jaguars have for him, and also what does training camp look like? Are they going to let his position be revealed to them by just going and doing NFL reps and seeing how he goes against a Brian Thomas Jr. in July, and then seeing how he goes against an NFL cornerback in July? I want to see what that looks like. He really can be the Ohtani of football, but it might take a while. And so I'm looking at that. I think that obviously the floor in his career is high because you're getting 2 bites of the apple, the offense and defense. But rookie season, I don't know if there's going to be immediate fireworks for him.
Okay, so you can't have fireworks on a 4th of July Friday without some food. We can call it a cookout. We can call it a barbecue. I've got to know, hot dogs or hamburgers, Kevin?
A hamburger.
Better
hamburger. It's not even close. It's not even close. Hot dog can do one thing. Hamburger, you can throw on any sort of condiment, change it. As we call it in the NFL, positional flexibility with the hamburger.
Well, I heard we're supposed to have some food here. Jack, do we have any hot dogs or hamburgers that you could bring out?
There we go.
See, when I come to host, we provide.
There we go.
Lizzie time on first
These are pretty darn good. All right, David, are you a hot dog or are you a hamburger guy?
I just do not believe in eating meat that's not seasoned. Like hot dogs, you just take the meat and just throw it on the grill and you char it or whatever. You get a burger, you season it, you do some things together, you make it special. You do smash burger, you can do versatility. Give me the dog. Give me the dog. I don't want.
You got 3 right there.
I mean the burger. Give me the burger. I don't want to.
Here, take a burger. Take a burger.
We're just gonna glizzy it up.
Here's what you guys are missing. Hot dogs are like offensive linemen. They're durable, they're predictable, not flashy. The problem with hamburgers is the variability. If you don't nail this temperature, which it looks pretty good. I'll have to,
Yeah, you gotta try
here.
one of these, Mike T.
Yeah, that's where blocking and tackling go with the hot dog.
I don't know if I've ever heard a hot dog compared to an offensive lineman or
There's no skill. There's no skill in grilling a hot dog. You just throw it on the grill. You can burn it. You can not burn it. You can do whatever you want, and everybody claps because you just managed to throw a hot dog on fire. It doesn't matter. You don't even need a grill for it. You just need to put it on a fireplace. It doesn't matter.
So last week I was in the Hamptons for a friend's birthday.
Oh, flex.
No big deal.
Oh,
No big deal.
I was on 7 Hudson. Where were you?
I was here. I was working. You should try it sometime.
So I was making hamburgers on the grill, and I posted a video of it on my Instagram, and all these people started calling me a premature burger flipper, all because the meat was like still raw, obviously, and I'm meticulously looking over this grill, making sure that everything is cooked to perfection, just like these burgers from Shake Shack.
Were you doing it for the gram?
I really wasn't. I really wasn't. Like,
I heard people flip the burgers for you in the Hamptons. I know you had to.
Yeah.
No, not where I was. Not where I went in the Hamptons. Us peasants had to do it ourselves. But I was like thoroughly insulted by that. This was definitely cooked to perfection, though. This is a very good hamburger. All right, so if we threw ribs in the mix, ribs, burgers, hot dog, is there a
Burger still reigns supreme. You got it. Burger is skill.
What are you doing? Like, you gotta have a plate and a table for ribs, really. Like, unless you're taking a couple ribs.
Or if you're greedy, you need a knife and a fork.
Yes, but you got to,
burger. I just stand in the lawn, watch the kids.
Yeah, durable, flexible, all the things you want.
All right.
And a burger, yeah.
Do you call it a cookout or do you call it a barbecue? You can learn a lot about a person the way you call that.
I think it's a two American thing that we're tapping into here. I'm just gonna be honest with everybody. I mean, I'm grilling. That's what it is with a hard end at the end. Just grilling.
Nothing more exciting, nothing more 4th of July America than grilling burgers, hot dogs, ribs, whatever you want to do on the 4th of July. All right, the Knicks' success this season had New York going crazy.
Cái này lấy cho chị luôn đây. Nó thôi. Ra đây tôi nhắc chị. Này ăn thôi. Ủa chị đừng đùa. Mẹ. Con không chịu đâu à. Đây. Ăn gì vậy? Đây, đây nó vào rồi. Có ăn khoai không? Ai không? Con tắm rồi hả? Hãy lên cho ông Cung ơi. Đi lên cho Tạo đâu, nó đậu rồi. Vậy nó để nó lên. Nó đậu. Không đậu. Lên cho nó đậu cái chén thế nào? Nó đậu rồi, nhưng mà không đậu được. Đi lên xem nó ra đậu chèo. Ăn rau hả? Nào, chúng ta bán cơm. Bán cơm à? Cái này bán cơm quay quay. Quay mà. Cái nước thì bà không ăn trứng. Gì à? Bà con ăn cái gì? Con ăn cơm. Cái này cái gì à? Gì? Em không làm đâu cái gì? Gì nữa đâu? Gì không làm được không nào? Nè. Bên đây. Bên này. Nè đâu vậy em? Nè. Dạ con biết cái gì không làm cái này cái đầu. Cái gì là đi 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 đi. Đây là cái cơm nhá. Này, chơi mà. Này, đang ngừng. Xuống đây. Wow. Rồi.